What's going on, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, bringing you a first impressions. Today we're talking about the Titanfall Beta. That's right, I finally got my hands on the Titanfall Beta because now it's available to the public, and I didn't get a code unfortunately, but now I can play it. And I've played about 3 to 4 hours of the game, and I wanted to give you guys some of my first impressions of the game. But before we dive right into that, the gameplay you're watching here is Attrition, aka Team Deathmatch. And I get 10 pilot kills, 3 deaths, and even though my team loses, there's still some really cool moments in the game. I do really well, one of my better gameplays, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So, Titanfall Beta, some of my first impressions. First, let's talk about the graphics. Seems to be the most controversial, talked about topic these days in the gaming industry. And the graphics, I think they're running at 792p, whatever that means. But, oh, I mean, it looks good. Things are detailed. They're not super detailed, but it looks good. It's very smooth. And that's awesome. It runs well. And I know that the final version of the game will look even better. It's not going to run in 1080p or whatever, but to me that's not a huge deal. It's still going to look good. It's going to be even more detailed. And the frames per second, the frame rate, I would say it's about what Call of Duty is right now, which is 45 to 60 frames per second. However, you do experience some frame drops from time to time, which isn't a huge deal. And I hope it's something they address and make it run full 60 frames per second. But it's still right. It runs well, it works well, and it looks good. And I think that's what matters. Next, and most importantly, is gameplay. So let's talk about that. First, how does it feel? Movement feels good. It feels like a very refined, smooth Call of Duty. I mean, if you played Call of Duty coming over to this, as far as how it feels, it's going to feel very familiar. One thing I wish that they would tweak, and hopefully they do on the final version of the game, is your ability to more closely tune your sensitivity, because they only have a couple settings, and I wish you could just adjust it, in between some of those settings to make it more fine-tuned to your play style. But overall, it feels very smooth. You can tell that they've spent a lot of time on how this game is going to play, and I think that's important, and it shows. It's really cool, very well done, and it works. I mean, it feels like Call of Duty 4 used to, back in the day when this game came out. No surprise there, these guys made that game. One of the things that's unique to this game that they added is the double jump, the parkour in the game. And this is what, to me, sets this game apart. It makes it its own, is why it's going to be successful and work. Because double jumping, the parkour abilities, the ability to run on walls, jump off walls, pull yourself up on buildings and windows, that adds so much to the map layouts and how you maneuver around the map and the gameplay experience. Because what it does is it takes Call of Duty's linear formula that I have expressed my dislike for, but it adds 3D verticality to it and gives you more options to move about the map. And I think that's so cool. It works so well. And it's so fun to do, and one of the things I really want to get better at is parkour, because it can be really useful whether you're evading enemies or a Titan. It's really cool. And it adds that third component to the gameplay, that 3D verticality component, and it really shows in the map design how it can be used. You can tell that the maps were designed for the double jump and the parkour abilities. You can get on rooftops. You can hop in windows, and it adds that element to the gameplay that's really cool. Next is pace, and this game is fast-paced. And I think one of the things that makes it fast-paced is one of the controller options is to always be running. So instead of having to press your left thumbstick down to run, as you move, you're going to be running. And it defaults to this, and I think that's important to the gameplay and the pace, because in doing this, it's going to increase the pace of the game. Everyone's running around, everyone's moving, and it's constant chaos. There's so much going on. However, one of the things they did notice is when there lacks some human players, so let's say you're playing 6-on-3 in terms of human players, you can notice it. And that's a little unfortunate. I hope that's addressed, especially with the AI, but overall, when you have a full lobby, it works well, it's fast-paced, it's action-packed, as you're seeing in this gameplay. I mean, it's constant. There's so much going on, it's almost too much to take in, and it's a lot of fun. Whether you're killing grounds, pilots, Titans, it's really action packed, and I think that's what's going to make this game addictive. That's what's going to make this game fun, and that's what it does right now. It delivers very well in terms of pace. Lastly, let's talk about the Titans, because this is another thing that sets this game apart. And a lot of people are like, oh, Titans, we've seen them before. Not like this, because these Titans are not like vehicles in games such as like Battlefield. It's not like that. Everyone gets Titans. Everyone gets a Titan within, I think it's every 2 minutes, and they kind of feel like kill streaks, feel like a reward, but they're not. You don't need to get a bunch of kills to get a Titan. You're gonna get one. And how you use it, and whether you pilot it, use it in guard mode, or have it follow you, is gonna add to strategy. There's a lot of strategic things that you can use your Titan for. And when you hop in a Titan, it feels awesome. Being in the Titan, piloting the Titan feels really good. You can shoot at things, you can move around, dash, you've got several abilities, whether it's the shield, missiles, your gun. Getting in a one-on-one Titan battle is absolutely amazing. And it's really a battle of offense and defense, dodging their bullets, hitting them, and it's pretty epic, very epic. The Titans aren't overpowered though, because they can easily be taken down by a pilot or another Titan, so it works really well. And one of the things I didn't expect to notice in Titanfall is how attached you are to your Titan, because it feels like your companion, it feels like your buddy. You kind of feel this connection to the Titan, and I think that's really cool that they delivered that. And I'm excited to try some of the other Titans when the game fully comes out. And overall, this game is amazing. It's very fun, very action-packed. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I'll give a couple other commentaries about what I suggest for it. But there it is. So let me know what you guys think about the game down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know with a like. And if you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more Titanfall coming to you. Until next time, I'm Bonfire, and I'll see you online.
Hey guys, don't forget Facebook and Twitter. Hit that button down below.